So Craig, a very nervy end to that game, but first of all, how are you doing? How is it to be back here?
Yeah, it's good to be back involved. Obviously I'm just semi-involved at the minute in time, just getting amongst the lads, and obviously the staff are doing an unbelievable job, in where they're working with the boys, and it's good just to be back and around it. Obviously I'm just trying to manage it from a distance at the minute in time until I'm obviously fully back to full health, but at the minute it's good to be back. I'm not sure about the nervy endings doing me any good, but yeah, it's good to be back and around things.
Before we touch on that moment, overall, obviously sitting up there, what were your view on the whole game?
I thought we controlled the game. I think from start to finish, I think we controlled the game. I don't think we're at our best, if I'm bluntly honest. I think there are a lot of tired legs out there from Saturday. Maybe in hindsight I could have rotated a little bit more, but I think the performance overall, I think we controlled the game and controlled the ball all the way through the game. I just don't think that we moved the ball quick enough and went forward at the right times at certain points. But overall, obviously a win's a win. I'm pleased with the win. Pleased for another 3 points on the board.
Obviously they set up with more of a defensive unit. The front three were quite aggressive in their press. Yeah. How happy were you with your side sort of being patient, not getting too frustrated? They could have bought into what Sheffield were trying to do, but they stuck by it and carried on going.
Yeah, I think probably the two centre halves had the most ball at the feet in this half, so you could see what they tried to do in sitting back and just leaving a couple of runners that are going to cause us problems. But I thought we kept the ball really well in the defensive third. Like I said, both centre halves had more the ball than anything. I thought we moved the ball well on from there. I thought first half we were poor just going through the transitions and going from the back line into the front line. But I thought the second half they did really well. I thought we stepped up a bit of a gear. Got played through the lines a little bit quicker and went, but obviously it's not easy when you're playing against a side that are digging in, working hard. They're a good side. They've improved quite a lot from last year, and they've got bodies behind the ball, so it's not easy to break it down. You've got to have plenty of movement and try and find the pockets and try and find the space, and I thought we did that second half, and yeah, it was pleasing.
And then obviously Jay got the goal. I think that's got to be around 7 goals and 6 assists since he joined in.
Yeah.
How important has he been, and what a time to score a goal as well?
Yeah, he's been vital for us. Obviously, for a lad that really had a pre-season, coming in the last pre-season game or two to where he is now is unbelievable. For me personally, for him, it's good to see a smile on his face, enjoying his football, expressing himself. There's no doubt the lad's got absolutely bags of ability. His movement's frightening. You see from the goal there, he's running from outside to in. Everyone else, certain players would have just stood still and let it run through to the keeper, but he's actually made the run, anticipated the run, and obviously a great finish. So he's flying for us at the minute in time. He's doing really well. But the main pleasing thing for me with Jay is that he's got a smile on his face and enjoying football. I think if he keeps enjoying his football, then he's going to keep putting performances in like he's done, since the start of the season.
Obviously we kept knocking on the door and couldn't find that second goal, which nearly cost us in the end. Just talk about what were going through your mind as Newsom ran through, and then obviously his wild saved the day.
I think that probably sums up really where we are at the minute in time. The lads have had to graft and work hard, even when we're not at our best, to get that goal. And then you got 3 of them throwing the bodies on line, the last kick of the game, clearing it off the line. This shows how much what it means to them and what a unit they are. They're willing to die for each other, and like I say, and put the bodies on line to get them 3 points, and they've done that today. My feelings on it, well, like I said, I was out there pretty on edge of my seat, really. Nervy times as much as everyone else is in the ground, but you know what, like I said, credit to them. We can't just praise people when we go forward, we play well, or we score plenty of goals. Let's praise the units at the back as well for when they're clearing it off the line, throwing the bodies on the line, and dying for a clean sheet and making sure that the win comes to us.
And You said down for the clean sheet, it's our fifth in a row.
Yeah.
Just how, obviously last season we've talked about the sort of sometimes the maybe worries at the back line, but this year it's been showing up. What are your thoughts on the previous couple of games?
I think defensively, I think we're fine. I think the back four have really got a good combination in together now. They complement each other really well. Obviously, we've got some experience in there as well that does that. But I think we've got a good mixture in the back line. You know, you look at the experience of Hamza and Josh, but then you've got Jack that we've adapted in there this year, who's playing out of his skin really in there and took the role. You know, like he's played there for the last 4 or 5 years really. And then obviously you got Regan, who's operated, you know, at national level, but just still a young kid and has got bags of energy and causes problems going forward. So, you know, as a unit, they've gelled pretty well. Clean sheets, you know, is not just a back four thing. It's a team thing. We defend from the front. So I think collectively overall as a side, we're really pleased with, you know, keeping the goals down and keeping the clean sheets on and racking them up. And I'm pleased for them really, because like I said, you know, I don't mind preaching into there in saying it's how many goals we score, but you know, deep down, it's good to see a side that's solid and really don't look like conceding.
Obviously, I'm sure you're dying to get back into the dugout, but how well have Jesse and the other members of the management team done in your absence?
Unbelievable. I think for me, I just like put on record, I think the club here and the fans and everyone else, you know, you know, they are unbelievable at the jobs. Obviously, Luke has taken charge for the last, you know, couple of games, 4 or 5, whatever it is, and he's not just, you know, he knows I love him to bits, and what he does for me here is unbelievable, and they complement each other really well, and you know, I think Mark and Tomo backing him up have been unbelievable. They must work every single day at making sure this club betters itself, the side betters itself, and I can't thank them enough. But you know, I've had to come back out and take the interviews, because I think, you know, obviously Luke's walking around like Vince McMahon at minute in time with his win ratio, so I think I've just had to come and take the hot seat just to calm him down a little bit.
Moving into Saturday now, obviously we've been dying for league games and we're back in Cup. That which has not been a bad thing, seeing as how brilliant we have been. What are your thoughts going into Prescott on Saturday?
It's obviously it's another tough game, a cup that we want to do well in. We will utilise the squad in that. I think we're in such a privileged position where we have a side and a squad that we can mix things up, and the ability on the pitch doesn't change. So what it allows us to do, you know, in the cup, it allows us people to get game time and good game time, as well as putting a strong competitive side out to go in the game, and that's what we'll be doing Saturday. We want to win every competition as best as we can, or go as far as we can in that, and that's no different Saturday. So it's a game we're looking forward to, a game we're going to look to go and win, and you know, it's a nice trip for us, and I'm sure it'll be a good, very competitive game.